What's my name is Lewis. Welcome back to another video on the Burning Bug channel. That was really fast. Sorry for that. Today we are going to be doing the FIFA 22 player ratings. So, if I scroll down, I think it will let me. Nope. Nope. That's what I wanted. Why do I do that? I don't know. That just gives me the best players from each league and the top ones. I will admit I've done a video, I recorded a video, I never posted it, on the top 22. I then didn't post it because I didn't edit it quick enough, and then by which point it then became a bit irrelevant. Scroll all the way past, we can't see the ball. And then click on 3. And we're going to scroll all the way past, we can't see the ball again, and we're going to work our way up. Actually, I'll just share this lot. Right, so, as I was saying, I have actually technically done the top 22, the video was just not great. So, without further ado, we're going to do this one. So, starting in 100th, what kind of joint 100th? Or joint, whatever. David Alaba, Nicolo Barella, and Luke Shaw. Can't complain about Luke Shaw, he's a good player. Nico Barella, again, good talent, he's playing quite well. And Adam's got an upgrade. Where's he got an upgrade? I think that's an upgrade. That surprises me. I wasn't actually expecting to get an upgrade. Also, just for anyone that's wondering, how like Luke Shaw here has 79, 54, 79, 80, 81, 80, and then he's got an 84. I can't really show it in this video now, but if you go onto something like Footbin, Foothead, Footmob, not Footmob, that's a completely different thing. Go on Foothead or Footbin or Footwiz or whatever, and you use their feature where you can see what their stats are with chemistry. When you have 100 chemistry on a player, and they have a basic on, they will get an upgrade to all of these, a certain upgrade to all of these stats, and which then increases them enough, which then would make them like be that 84 rated card. Just as a thing for anyone that wasn't aware of that. But at least I think that's how it works, because again, Bobby Firmino here with his 85 rated card, he's got an 89, and then nothing else is really that great. And to be honest, I have no idea what these stats are. What actually order these stats in? Pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, defending, physical. Okay, the order you'd expect them to be in. Right, Roberto Firmino. So obviously he's got good passing and nothing really else. Like 85's a fairly rated for him, to be honest. He's got a downgrade, but I wouldn't have said he really deserved it. Like, I think he's a bit underrated because no one really knows what he does, but like, he's a good player. Then Carvajal, I'm just going to lob a load of them together. Carvajal, Aubameyang, Cavani, Sommer, Alejandro Gomez, I'll put together in this group. So all of them lot. Now again, Carvajal, again, fairly deserved. Aubameyang, like, I'm not the greatest fan of Aubameyang. I've never really been the greatest fan of Aubameyang, even when he was at Dortmund, to be honest. But yeah, there's a, like, now there is a bit of bias in there, because obviously I'm a Tottenham fan. If anyone isn't aware of that, I've said I think it's been said multiple times on the Ludacurse channel anyway. In case you're not aware of that, that is my second channel, the channel I have with my friend Tom. Both the channel link for Ludacurse and Tom's link are also in the description there. You'll also see links to all the socials, every platform, for both me and Ludacurse, and I think Tom as well. But anyway, Aubameyang, again, like, he's fast, he can shoot, there's not really that else he can do. He's not even that strong really, let's be honest. Cavani, again, good player, like, probably deserved rating. Sommer, that downgrade? I thought he's been doing quite well. Fair enough. Maybe he hasn't, I don't know. Maybe FIFA have got that wrong, I don't know. Alejandro Gomez with a, is that a new picture? I don't know. Oh god, I've highlighted everything. Might be a new picture, I don't know. I haven't looked at Alejandro Gomez for quite a while. But again, he's got, I thought he had a 92 for a second. He doesn't, he has an 85. The 85, like, understandable. I wouldn't have said those stats were 85. I would have said they're a bit higher than that, but especially considering that's 87 passing, 84 dribbling. Is that the other way around? No, maybe the other way around actually. In fact, I think it is. Which means Firmino has the dribbling as well, not passing. Yeah. No, that surprised me. I thought Firmino would have higher passing than that. Anyway, let's go back up to Alejandro Gomez. Like 87 passing, dribbling. Sorry, 84 passing, 87 pace. Yeah, that's fine. Good card. Delict again 85, along with Koke and Kyle Walker and Rashford and Galakshi. We'll leave Milinkovic Savic for now. So Koke, was it Delict, Koke, Walker, Rashford, Delict again? Like that downgrade? I think that's a downgrade. Which I don't know what he's really done this year. I haven't heard his name too much, though he's a centre back. You don't tend to hear of centre backs. But I don't watch Serie A football. I will say that. I don't watch anything other than don't watch anything other than Premier League really. I have just realised I've probably been quite quiet for this because I did a mic test earlier and realised that actually if I don't hold the mic you can't really hear me very well. Sorry about that. Anyway, Koke, 85 rated. Again, probably deserved. Like he's from what I know, good player. So how it goes. Kyle Walker, fast, obviously. Had a little prank played on him by a couple of his teammates who pretended that he didn't have that much pace after they got pranked by him. But if you want to watch that, go into their channel. Marcus Rashford, I'm not the greatest fan of Marcus Rashford. I think again I think he was was he a walkout? I don't know. What rating was Marcus Rashford this year? I've actually been 83 actually, I'll say it. I don't know what Marcus Rashford was, but either way, like 85, like I would say that's too high, but I know there's loads of people that disagree with me, so I think that's a good rating for him, to be honest. Galakshi again, he's a goalie. No one really cares about goalies, but like he's got good stats. Next, Sergej Milinkovic Savic. You'll notice for the Lazio badge, he does not play for Lazio this year. I won't click on it just yet because it will give away a rating of a player, even though you've probably already seen his rating. But Milinkovic Savic, Kasper Schmeichel, Oyarzabal, Martinez and Didi. Just quickly go through them all now. Savic, again, don't watch Serie A, but he's supposed to be quite a good player. Kasper Schmeichel, I don't know what goalie stats correspond to what, but I would have him higher than that. Not gonna lie, I quite like Kasper Schmeichel. I think he's a very good player. Reminds me of Peter Schmeichel. Oyarzabal, again, he's, from what I've seen of him play, he's all right. He's fair play. Lautaro Martinez again, probably a deserved upgrade. Wilfred and Didi, again, seen him play. He's again probably deserving of that. Another player that probably gets underrated more than he should be. Marco Reus, again, you can see all of the individual like stars and stuff, and all the individual stats inside. Though I could do that with all the players, but it'll be a really long video, so I'm not going to do that with all the players. I'm just going to do that with. Oh no, what have I done? Oh no, that didn't work. Give me a second. Just pulled up Wilfred and Didi. Right, I'm back. On Marco Reus, like he's like deserved play. Doesn't really change much with his rating each year, does he? But anyway, let's go on to the next few players. Right, we've got Hakimi and David Silva. They're definitely new images. So they're again Hakimi 95 pace, that's very high. Along with David Silva, obviously just below walkout now. Hakimi a right back this year. Interesting. Stefan de Vrij, I didn't actually look at the positions of us, but I think they're all the same. De Vrij, Hazard, Gundogan, Memphis. De Vrij, again, don't watch Serie A, but from what I've heard, he's a very good player. Hopefully the camera's alright. In Hazard, again, got a bit of a downfall. Still managed to keep an 85 in FIFA, but there we go. Ilkay Gundogan obviously gets an upgrade because he had quite a good season last year. And Memphis Depay just kind of keeps his... I'm alright, I'll go up a bit occasionally in FIFA. Going on. Thiago Silva stays the same as last year. despite getting older. Um, Obviously, good Chelsea player, centre back. Um, Serge Gnabry, obviously, right mid, Bayern Munich. He's still not got the pace yet. They still haven't decided he has pace yet. But yeah, he's an alright player. Like, just about usable, depending on. I say that, I don't know what the meta is this year. The meta could be using players like Thiago Silva with 53 pace. Like, you never know. Realistically, it's not. But like, he's a good player. Like, I've seen him play in real life. From a few games I've seen him playing, he's done very well, and he seems to quite like scoring against English players, English teams. So, yeah, it's quite good. So, right, as for Griezmann, 85 rated, as well as Bonucci. Again, both of them quite well, quite good. Sorry, we'll see both Bonucci a bit older. Griezmann going back to his previous club with the fans hating him for doing so, but he's done so, and he's again a striker now. Was he a striker last year? He might have been a striker last year. In my head, he was a left wing. Might just be people playing him in left wing in seasons, or cup seasons, because that's not what I played. Anyway, the fact that I did play Ultimate Team, I just never used Griezmann or played against Griezmann because pace. Right, Jorginho, obviously Ballon d'Or contender, somehow UEFA Men's Player of the Year as well, but God knows how. So obviously 85 rated. Again, it's like he's got the stats he probably deserves. Interested to see his penalties, but is it that bad? That bad. There we go. That's what bad is now. 91 pens. Interesting. I think that's gone down. I might be wrong though. It should have gone down, considering he missed in the Euro final and he's missed at least 2 since then, I think. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Koeman, Silva, Vardy, Thiago, Alba, Rodri and Chiellini. Koeman, obviously 93 pace, the Bayern Munich left side, just full of pace, because obviously Alphonso Davies has like 96, I think. But Bernardo Silva, now a cam. I don't think he was a cam last year, but Bernardo Silva now a cam, 86 rated. Obviously, we've got into the walkout territory, starting with Koeman. Koeman obviously getting an upgrade to be a walkout, because you don't think he was last year. Bernardo Silva walkout. Jamie Vardy, I think, keeps his walkout status. I think he was a walkout last year. Obviously, bit lower pace, I think. Thiago, good dribbling, good passing, basically all he can do in FIFA. Again, a walkout this year, not an 85. Right, Jordi Alba, obviously a left back, Barcelona. I think he's injured at the moment. Might be wrong with that. 86 rated. It's again, from what I've seen, he's a good player. Rodri, probably done a bit dirty with the stats there, because I can't see how even with the boost from chemistry he's going to be an 86 there, but there we go. I don't really care, to be honest. Not a City fan. Who is? Don't come at me, City fans. Not that you will. That was really mean. Sorry. Kalidou Koulibaly. Again, just he's always solid in FIFA. It'll be a travesty in the first FIFA he's not a walkout. Because I suppose he's been a walkout for quite a while now. I'm wrong with that. Parejo, again, keeping his very low pace. Good at passing though, so you win some, you lose some. Castell's now a walkout. I think he was only an 84, 85, 83. I don't know. He was something last year. He was definitely on the board though. I think. If you say something and you just really think you're wrong, because I'm having that at the moment. Anyway, the new Spaniard, Aymeric Laporte, he's a bit of a weird player in FIFA. Never really that great, but usable. Handanovic, again, he's a goalie. Not much you can say about a goalie. It's a goalie. Marcus Llorente now walkout. The Atletico Madrid midfielder. I don't know why I said it like that. That was a weird accent. Sorry for anyone who has that accent. I don't know what it was. I probably offended you. Marcus. Why have I said that? There's no reason for me to say that. I'm going to keep it in though. Marcus Llorente. Obviously, quite fairly fast. He's a solid player all round, really, isn't he? There's not really much you can really say about him. Let me see his work rates. He's 3-star, 4-star. Oh, that's actually quite a nice card. High, medium. Yeah, that's actually a very nice card, actually. Definitely be a player people look to be getting into teams. That's some point. It just won't let me scroll for some reason. I don't know. Equally, it's just not letting me. Oh, it's gonna have to grab that bit. Right, with it now. Right, anyway, let me get rid of that, and we'll head up a bit more to Skriniar. He's got a decent amount of pace for a centre back, and he's can defend, which is always good in a centre back. It's not what I was going to say. Varane, obviously, is Varane. There's again not a lot else I can say. He's Varane. He's kind of fast. He can defend. Again, centre backs and goalies. There's not really a lot you can say about them. Like their stats don't really matter, to be honest, other than defender. Maybe you want them to be slightly fast. Like they're always going to have fairly high defending, so you're not going to come across it like a defender with like 75 defending. Whereas if you came up with against an attacker with like 75 pace, that might be an issue. Talking about 75 pace, we're going to go on to Moreno. Not that he has 75, he actually has 79, but he is a walkout this year. Again, another Spaniard to get a walkout status this year when he wasn't last year. Again, he's just always a solid player, isn't he? He's a left-footed striker. There's not many of them in FIFA that I know of. There's Lukaku. I can think of Lukaku off the top of my head. I can't think of anyone else, so there might be loads, but I can't think of any. Because I'm not including Messi as a striker, just to clarify. I didn't call him Moreno. Mahrez, the right winger, obviously, Man City, Algerian, seen him play, quite good dribbling, so yeah, that makes sense. Not that fast in my opinion, but I haven't really seen him run at people, so can't really judge it. But obviously he's now a walkout as well if he wasn't last year. Fabinho, still a CDM. I thought he'd be a centre back. Because I thought he'd actually played centre back most of the time last season. I suppose he's a CDM again now though. Either way, Fabinho, CDM, walkout. I don't need to mention that everyone's a walkout now. You know they're walkouts. If they weren't a walkout last year, I can mention it, though at this point I don't think any of them are going to be. Looking at who we've got, and then we go straight into 87s, and I can't see anyone that's an 87 not being a walkout last year. I suppose if you only got +2 and you're an 85. But anyway, Fabinho, again, he's one of those players. His stats are just never really that great on FIFA, are they? A lot. That's the same with Hummels, really. And then again, he's a centre-back that's slow, so who does like centre-backs that are slow? Jacques Cancelo, now highest rated Man City centre-back. I don't think he was an 86 last year, so he's a new walkout. Sergio Busquets, Barcelona player. Again, he's just known for really slow. That's all he really is, really. He's just slow. Insigne, solid stats there. He had quite good Euros from what I saw of him. I watched every game in the Euros, I think. I don't think I missed any. Anyway. But yeah, he was really good in Euros from what I saw of him. Again, Hugo Lloris, just reliable in goal. But again, goalie stats don't matter. And here we go, Ciro Immobile. We get to the other Lazio player. They're not called Lazio anymore. They are called, when it loads, Latium. Who doesn't love a bit of Latium? Obviously, that's because EA no longer have licensing for Lazio. I want to say Konami have the licensing. I could be wrong with that. I am also just, in case you're wondering where I'm looking at my phone, because I'm just quickly checking what the name for AC Milan is. That's also been announced, I think. Or at least it was. When people said, like, about a month ago that Lazio was going to be called Latium, they actually said Latium, but it's called Latium, so they weren't far off, so it's probably... But the name for AC Milan was Bergamo Calcio. So that's Bergamo, spelled Bergamo, and then obviously Calcio, as in Piemonte Calcio, sort of Calcio, or just Calcio A, or whatever. I think it's football in Italian, I might be wrong with that though. Anyway, obviously these are our two 84 pluses, or 85 pluses from the Latium team. That just sounds weird. Now I'm going to take a quick cut to get myself back onto the main screen. Right, okay, and we're back with Wojciech Szczesny. I'm not with Wojciech Szczesny, but with we're talking about Wojciech Szczesny, and Szczesny, obviously, goalie doesn't really matter too much, but decent stats. Again, because goalies tend to have decent stats. Marco Verratti, again, like, he's another player that's just slow. He's a slow midfielder that can dribble and pass. Like, it's basically just most midfielders in the game. Paul Pogba, fairly slow, can dribble and pass. Obviously, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool right back. He is obviously, again, actually fairly slow and can dribble. No, not dribble, and he can pass. Not really that great at dribbling. And then we get on to Angel Di Maria. As you can see, 5-star skill moves, that's good. Only 2-star weak foot though, not great for a left-footed right winger in my opinion, because I much prefer a cross with my wingers than like a cut-in. So, if the meta obviously requires crossing, you probably don't want Angel Di Maria. Or if you do play with Angel Di Maria, you're going to want a right-footed left winger so you can switch him in game. Or a right-footed player that can play on the wing. It's like, if like you can play like a left winger that can play centre mid, and like a centre mid that's right-footed that can play on the wing and whatever. Like, basically, you don't want him playing on the right wing if crossing's the meta, really, because it's just annoying having to try and cross with a left footer on the right wing. Though the cutback is fairly simple, it's just, if you're using Angel Di Maria, anyone that knows he's got 2-star weak foot probably is going to know you're not going to try crossing it with his right foot. Anyway, he's actually not that fast, but he can dribble and pass. This is our main theme with players. So let me scroll down and we can look at the last set of players. We're starting with Frankie de Jong, the Dutchman. Again, like, no offense, he's not actually that slow, but he is fairly slow. But he can dribble and pass. Jadon Sancho. I don't like Sancho. I really dislike Sancho. Like, he is so overhyped, it's ridiculous. Like, that badge somehow still means something in 2021. Like, or in 2022, kind of, because we're going into FIFA 22, so. But, like, I don't think he's a great player. When I've seen him play for England, he has not been great. And I think it's because he's not that physical. As you can see, 65 physical. 65 physical for a Premier League player is great, because the Premier League is rather physical. So, yes, you can dribble. No, you can't use that dribbling, and you're not that fast. If you could dribble and were fast, you might be able to do it. You might be able to run past them. But just having dribbling and not being fast is not going to cut it in the Premier League. This is where he goes and scores, goes and just gets the golden boot or something, or just gets playmaker award or something. But don't really care. He's, in my opinion, terrible. Should not be a walkout. Or at least not an 87. He should be elite. He should be a max 86. Luka Modric, again, solid player, slow, can pass and dribble. I'm just going to say that about every player at this point. Paulo Dybala, again, he's in the midpoint between attacker and defender, so he can shoot, dribble and pass, and he's fairly fast. So that's a new one. Aguero, again, he's a striker, he can shoot. And he can actually dribble. Fair enough. Again, not that fast. Thomas Müller, again, he's old, so not that fast. And also not... Sorry, how on earth has he got that? Huh? Actually, more specifically, how on earth has he got that? That is an outrage. How does Thomas Müller only have 84 and 83? That is disgusting. Yes, I bottled the accent. I chose halfway through to not do the accent. That's not to offend anyone, in the sense that my accents are terrible. But yeah, right. Andrew Robertson. Again, I keep putting on random accents. I'm not trying to put on an accent. That wasn't my attempt at a Scottish accent. That was just a terrible accent that just appeared out of nowhere. Anyway, Robertson, decently quick and can't really do a lot else. he's not even really that quick. He's kind of just a But Goretzka, like, just literally solid player all round. Then Ruben Diaz can defend and shoot. Defend and physical. He can defend and physical. That's English. Marquinhos again, defend. Keylor Navas, goalie, doesn't matter. Like, obviously goalies matter, but like 9 times out of 10, like, your goalie stats aren't going to do anything. But they're going to do stuff. But do you know what I mean? Haaland, again, he can shoot and he's fast and he's quite strong, so do quite well. I think he should probably be higher than 88, but especially if Mbappe's 91. But there we go. Toni Kroos, slow, can pass. That's all I'm going to say. Sterling is fast and can dribble. Can't do much else. Lukaku can shoot. He's fairly strong and fairly fast, but there we go. Bruno Fernandes, I'm going to stop scrolling up now. Bruno Fernandes, obviously 88 rated. He's kind of alright at things. God, what's his pens? 91. Same as Jorginho. Fair enough, I guess. Don't like his penalties, but because he's technically cheating. Because, well, it's not actually like, right, for people wondering why I'm not happy with his penalties, basically there's a rule where basically you can't stutter, which means you can't stop during your run up and then go again to shoot, which is to then, because obviously if you stop, keeper then dives early, so then they're out of the way when you shoot. That's the reasoning behind it. So Bruno, who else does it? Bruno, I can't remember who else that does it. Jorginho, that's his name. They both do it, and where they do a jump. So instead of them kicking the ball, they jump, which then make the keeper sees them move their foot, thinking, oh, they're going to kick it, dives, slots it the other way, which obviously they're getting caught out a bit more now because like the keepers are waiting for them to do the hop and then they're diving. Or they're waiting for them to do the hop and shoot and then they're diving. The 9 times out of 10 they're not waiting for them to shoot before diving. But they will at least let them do the hop first, then they have less time to react. There are certain, I can't remember who it is, I think it's Lewandowski that does it, where he he does a really slow step for his last step or something, where he then uses that time to then see where the keeper's legs are as he's like diving, to then see what way he's going to dive. Right, so next lot, I'm going to go through these really quickly because I have a time limit. Right, so Ramos 88, again he's centre back, doesn't really matter. Suarez 88, fair enough. Mane, deserved upgrade. Ederson, again I don't really like Ederson or Alisson for that matter up here. Courtois a goalie, and Casemiro, fair play on being the highest rated midfielder, I think, or highest rated CDM actually it might be, isn't it? No, it's not even high. He's not even the highest rated CDM. He's the second highest rated CDM. Or actually, he's joint highest rated CDM. Anyway, Son, deserved, good shooting, good pace, good dribbling. He's got everything really, hasn't he, other than strength, but he doesn't really need it because he can dribble and can pace. He can pace and can shoot. So Kimmich, obviously, can play multiple positions. He's fairly decent all round. Virgil van Dijk, obviously out for a season, so got. Or at least he was out for most of the season, so got downgrade. Probably get the upgrade next year or mid-season. Benzema, centre forward, fairly high rated. Like, his stats are never that great really. He's always fairly slow, though he is a bit faster than I thought he normally is. Don't remember goalie. Salah should have got more of a downgrade. Actually, no, he didn't get a downgrade, did he? He should have got downgraded. Again, don't like Salah. Penalty merchant. Same as Bruno. Marc-Andre ter Stegen. In all fairness, Bruno is actually kind of adapting and actually starting to get assists now. Marc-Andre ter Stegen and Manuel Neuer, 2 German goalies, both 90 rated. Both goalies, I don't really care. Kante, CDM, basically pointless in FIFA because CDMs... Actually, no, not in FIFA, sorry. He's basically pointless in fantasy, sorry, because CDMs never get any points. But, again, N'Golo is fairly small, but he is quite strong, and he can defend, and not really a lot else, to be fair. His passing isn't bad. I mean, dribbling, sorry, isn't bad. His passing should be better than that, and so should his dribbling actually. Harry Kane, how he only has 83 passing, I don't know, considering he got the Playmaker Award in the Premier League. But there we go. Like, shooting's fine, and pace, yeah, he's not that fast, and maybe he should have a bit more strength, but like, who cares? Jan Oblak, again, he's a goalie, doesn't really matter, but he has retained his title as the highest rated goalie in FIFA, so fair play to him. Then obviously you've got Neymar and Mbappe making up 2/3 of the PSG attack with 97 and 91 pace respectively, and Neymar is just like, they've both got 90 and 2 stats, and yeah, they're just good players, aren't they? There's not really much you can say about them. De Bruyne, decently fast, and can do more than just dribble and pass, because he can shoot as well. Cristiano Ronaldo, sorry, how can we be saying he's just a stronger Salah and weaker than Mane? Completely disagree. Just no interest. What actually are his stats in physical? Like, you're telling me Ronaldo has 77 strength and 77 stamina? Yeah, I disagree with the 77 strength. Can say that without a doubt. Obviously, Lewandowski getting one rating higher than Ronaldo this year, which is very good for him. Obviously, got worse in literally every stat other than physical and physical and defending, which are the two that a striker doesn't care about. But there we go. Or at least doesn't, like, the stats that you don't care about in a striker, not necessarily the striker doesn't care about. But and obviously Lionel Messi, 93 rated, the other third of the PSG attack. Just that PSG attack, like, it's not really you can say. Like, there's not really a lot you can say about it. He's just really good, isn't he? Like, he's just really good. Like, but yeah. But I think that's going to do it for this video. Because obviously I've got through all the players now. There will be, hopefully / possibly, some FIFA content coming on to this channel some point in the future. When I do that, it probably won't have a face cam. Depends on how bothered I can be with the editing. It probably won't. At least the start of it probably won't. I'll probably do like a sort of like a Road to Glory sort of. This is how you play FIFA. Like Road to Glory, how to earn money on FIFA. Sort of like Rag to Riches sort of Road to Glory thing. So like a tutorial sort. It's a Road to Glory, but I'll kind of give some tips and tricks here and there, like a tutorial sort of video. But I might do a tier list in between now. Actually, no, I'm doing a tier list in between this video coming out and FIFA coming out, because FIFA comes out. I'm recording this on Friday. I'll probably put it up on either Saturday or Sunday, and FIFA comes out on Tuesday. So that'll probably be the next video on my channel. Me opening my first few packs. I have pre-ordered it, so we will be getting some alright packs, and we will also be getting the 2 good players. So obviously, I'll have a bit of a cheat code in a way, but I haven't actually. I'm not going to put any money in it. Like, I'm not paying any money into the game. No FIFA points or anything, unless it gets the. I might write at the end of the thing, but at least to get the players, I'm not putting in, to start with, to actually build up the team. I'm not putting in any money in FIFA points or anything like that. All just raw coins from FIFA. Not buying any coins or anything like that, because that's technically illegal. But not buying FIFA points or anything like that. So that'll be a good series when that comes around on probably Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how early I record it to get it edited. But probably Wednesday, to be fair. But anyway, I've been talking too long now. Until next time, see ya.